For Homelinks 513, we're expressing answers to number stories. Take a look at the family note. Today, students learn to express solutions to multi-step number stories using correct units and single number models. Have your child explain the steps for solving each of the problems below, then help him or her to write these steps as a single number model, including a letter for the unknown quantity. So please try and do this with somebody at home before you watch this video. The directions say, solve, record a long number model with a letter for the unknown quantity, and write the answer with the correct unit. Guillermo hires 2 painters to paint the walls of his living room. The painters each make $42 an hour for 8-hour workday. If the work takes 3 days, how much will Guillermo pay the painters? Okay, if I'm thinking about this, I know that it's going to take 3 days, $42 an hour for 8 hours, and there's 2 painters. To figure out how much a painter makes in one day, I have to do $42 per hour times 8 hours. But then I have to take that times 3 because they're working for 3 days. And then I have to take that times 2 because there's 2 painters. I don't have to put parentheses around this because they're all multiplication. So order of operations tells me I can multiply in any order. So I'm going to put an unknown. How about just P for how much the painters will get? Now, if I were going to do an estimate, I might do, maybe 50 times 10 times, I'm just going to say 3 times 2 is 6. I'll just make that be close to 5. So 50 times 10 I know is 500 times 5 equals $2,500. That's my estimate. Then I need to actually solve this problem. So I would do 42 times 8, and 8 times 2 is 16, carry the 1, 8 times 4 is 32, plus 1 is 33, 336. Okay, so that's how much money they each make per day. But then I need to take that 336 times 3 because they're working for 3 days. 3 times 6 is 18, carry the 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10, carry the 1. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 1 is 10. So I have 10,008, but then I need to take that times 2, or I could just add 1,008. When I add that, 8 plus 8 is 16. Carry the 1. I get 102. Answer with units, $2,016. If you did your multiplication in a different order, that is totally fine. You could have done, for example, this 3 times 2 first to get 6, then 6 times 8 to get 48, and then you could have done 42 times 48. You should still get the same answer of 2016. Number 2. Blaine is on vacation in New York City and wants to collect magnets of places he visits to give to all of his friends. The Times Square magnets cost $2 each and come in sets of 4. The Statue of Liberty magnets cost $3 each and come in sets of 5. If Blaine buys 12 sets of each type of magnet, how much will he pay? All right, let's do the Times Square first. They are $2 each, times sets of 4, and he's buying 12 sets. So I need to do these multiplication problems for the Times Square magnets. And I'm going to add to that the cost of the Statue of Liberty magnets, which are $3 each, come in sets of 5, so 3 times 5, but he's buying 12 sets, times 12. And that will equal the cost of all of the magnets together. Okay, now if I were going to do an estimate, I know that 2 times 4 is 6, maybe I'll just do 6 times 10, which is 60. 6 times 10 plus, okay, let's see, 3 times 5 is 15. Maybe I'll just do 15 times 10, which I know is 150. So 60 plus 150 is $210 is my estimate. Now, I need to actually solve this problem. Again, order of operations says you can multiply in any order, but I have to save the adding for after I'm done multiplying. So if I do 2 times 4, I get 8. Then I need to do 8 times 12. Okay, if I do partial products here, 8 times 10 is 80, 8 times 2 is 16. That would be $96 for this part. Next part, I'm going to do 3 times 5, which I know is 15. 15 times 12. And when I do that, if I did partial products, 10 times 10 is 100. 10 times 5 is 50. Then I do the 2 times 10 to get 20. 2 times 5 is 10. So 100 plus 50 is 150. Plus this 30 is 180. Now I need to add that $96 plus the $180. 6, 9 plus 8 is 17. Carry the 1. $276. Now, my estimate was 210, which is low, lower than 276. But remember, I rounded the 12 down to a 10, and again here, the 12 down to a 10. So since I rounded down for my estimate, it makes sense that it's a little less than my actual. Division problems. 45 divided by 5. Well, I know that 9 times 5 is 45. 56 divided by 8. I knew that 7 times 8 is 56. 54 divided by 9. I knew that 6 times 9 is 54. Something divided by 9 is 4. Well, I can do 4 times 9 to figure that out, which is 36. Something divided by 6 is 6. I know 6 times 6 is 36. Something divided by 8 is 3. I know 3 times 8 is 24.